But seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title, so they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
This 2nd and 4. Now a draw play. It's Walker. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Home trips right. 59. Hey, Kappa. Ready?
They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Gone at their own 43. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Good running right there. And this is a man that was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Goff. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. They're calling a gain of a yard. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He's across midfield. He's going to have the first down and then some. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 51 yards. And the Lions will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense, you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan.
13 yards on the play. And the Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert going to change the play here. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down at the
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Set. Grenade. Grenade. Wide elite. Wide elite. Home to truck. Hey, ram. Go.
Here's Herbert. He completes this to Walker. And he gets this only to the 34-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
It's fourth down.
Find that. Baylor Tiger. Hey, Ray. Hey, count. Ready?
Here we go on fourth. Herbert. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20.
And the Vikings, first down.
Hey, ram.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Hey, go Lion. 12. Hey, easy. We'll go. Set.
Now it's Herbert. That's into the hands of Oliver. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
4 yards.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up second down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game.
Lion. 21. 59. Go. Ready.
Herbert throwing again. Now he's got it. And the Vikings are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That's another Vikings first down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The 2-yard line.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Walker trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Walker once more. And this time he'll work his way in. Touchdown, Vikings. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
After it right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
From the 24 now, here's the 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
The slot man in motion right. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Goff now looks to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Herbert changing things up. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Walker now on 1st and 10. And getting this just shy of midfield, a spot at the 49. 53 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
Kappa.
Hands it off out of the gun. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Ray. 380. Hey, ramp. Bailey. 21. Hey, go Lion.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throw out wide to Walker. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's got Smith-Njigba. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
At the 16-yard line.
Go. 12. Let's go. Home the troops right.
Herbert. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
Crowd right. Hey, Ram. Baylor Tiger. Big 21.
To the air again, Herbert. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
Crowd right. Hey, go Lion. Hey, Kappa. Let's go. 5-9. Hey, easy. We'll go orange. 59.
Here's Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Vikings. Josh Oliver from 6 yards away. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boot it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
With the dime looked on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10.
22.
From the gun, here's Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the 50, it's gone. He's got his target. That's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they will break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I established the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Slot man moves right. There's Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
76, tell him. 76. 76. We're good. We're good.
Now it's Goff. Work in the middle of the field. He's got him there complete. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
In motion, the tight end. Gone. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Line of scrimmage to 43 on 2nd and 4. Now Goff looking to change the play. They'll look to throw again. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he is going to have the Lions first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. St. Brown motioning left. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Goff now to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll get this down over to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Goff now looking to throw. his throw is going to be incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Goff. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
7-yard line.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he gets him a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Gibbs going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Gibbs. And this time he is in. Jahmyr Gibbs punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The point after is good. And it's now 17-14.
17. Vikings 14.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10.
And boy, here's a sight you don't want to see. Ken Walker injured on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Here's Herbert. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hey, Kappa. Hey, ram. Let's go.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's another Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Now a second and 10.
Kappa. 21. Well, 5-9. Bang. Baylor Tiger. Hey, go Lion. Baylor Tiger. Let's go. Hey. Ready.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Outright to Smith-Njigba. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36.
10 yards. That's another Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Hey, Kappa. Go.
Again, Herbert. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Hey, ram. Let's go. Home troop. Hey, Ray.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important third down.
Check motion. 5-9. Baylor Tiger. Really?
Herbert throwing again. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So third down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal.
Hey, ram. Hey, Kappa. Hey, go Lion.
Now it's Herbert. Game, multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, it's not a comeback killer, but a huge obstacle with time running down. Still time left for the comeback because they haven't hit the 2-minute warning. But a long way now to get to the first down marker, and you know that defense is charged up.
Let's go. Well. Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Ready?
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. This ball caught by Mechie. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's first and 10.
Go. 21. Five nine. Ready.
Herbert now. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time at the 17. Second and a couple.
On the pickup brings up second and 2 at the 17-yard line.
Crowd right, crowd right. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Baylor top 59, 59. Let's go.
Herbert. Caught left side by Mechie. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now Herbert going to change the look.
Hey, Ram. Hey, Kappa. Let's go, let's go.
Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Here now, second and 10 from the 13.
Set. 380. Baylor tight. Lion. Homie trips right. Hey, Ray. 5'9".
Here's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
Crowd right. Let's go. Hey, Baylor Tiger. 21. Hey, go Lion. Ready.
To the air again, Herbert. This one caught over the middle. It's Oliver, the tight end. Here we go. This is 4th down.
9-yard gain on the play. It's now 4th down and 1.
They snap it to Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Go.
A gain of 3 yards. That's another.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. Here's 1st and goal. Now they'll audible to something else. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. They get 1 towards the extra points up and good. And that'll make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Not a bad game there, and it's okay to still run the football in this situation, but you got to be careful to not take too much time off the clock.
Here comes 2nd down. Now Goff. receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and you watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple of years. Second down. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now it's Goff. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his own. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down.
20.
So offense moving a little too slow there. Could not get set, and they get the penalty. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Going out. 20.
Goff now to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
Cap it.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Vikings will continue on in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.